This mission begins as we're climbing up Hill 493, and we already come across our first inaccuracies. Starting off, Hill 493 literally never existed. It's clearly based off of the real Hill 400, but it's given a different name for some reason. Also, the date given for this mission is just completely off from when the real battle took place. This mission is said to take place on November 14th, when the real battle took place from December 6th to the 8th. On top of that, the 1st Infantry Division literally never participated in the battle for Hill 400. It was the 2nd Ranger Battalion who participated in the attack. Also, the gun we are given is incorrectly labeled. It's said to be the M1A1 carbine, when it's actually just the normal M1 variant. The M1A1 variant had a foldable stock. This one obviously does not. The sights are also just way too big compared to the real thing. This gun here is also incorrectly labeled as the M1928 Thompson, when it's just the M1A1 variant. These American soldiers are using grease guns, which was pretty rare and almost never used by regular infantry. During the battle for this hill, we fight against Waffen SS infantry, when in real life, no SS divisions were present in the battle for Hill 400. Stopping for a second to take a look at their uniforms, we will notice a few inaccuracies with them. Starting off, the tunic is meant to resemble the M44 PDOT pattern, but the colors on the tunic are just way too vibrant and stick out instead of acting like a camo. The collar tabs and belt buckles are also just regular Wehrmacht ones and not the SS types. We also see them using field caps that don't have an eagle on the side, which was the marker for the SS field caps. This American soldier uses an M14 or an earlier variant of the gun. But either way, this weapon never saw any combat during World War II, so it makes no sense for it to be here. We also come across a lot of these SS soldiers using FG-42s, which was an extremely rare gun and mainly used by Fallschirmjäger troops. These German soldiers used Dragon Breath incendiary rounds, which were not invented until the 1980s. They also used Walther automatic shotguns, which were extremely rare and no longer produced after 1931. On top of that, for some reason this game gives them detachable magazines, which was not a feature on the gun. These soldiers carrying these shotguns also used shotgun show bandoliers, which were not used by the German army. This German soldier here is using an American M2 flamethrower, which just makes no sense unless we assume that he stole it from an American. We also never pick up the gas canisters that carry the fuel to use the flamethrower. Also, his helmet has a tricolor decal, which were no longer produced on the helmets after 1941. This German officer is wearing a black Allgemeine SS uniform, which were no longer used by this time in the war. He is also using a hair visor cap, but in black. Near the end of the mission, a Tiger II comes to reinforce the Germans on the hill. In real life, no tanks were used on the hill at any point in time during the battle. Also, the crew for this tank is just regular infantry, and they're not wearing the black uniforms that they should be wearing.
It's okay. I've got you, son.
Now that we're at the end of the mission, it's time to give it a historical accuracy grade. Overall, I think it does well in showing what the battles in the Hurricane Forest was like. Although this is clearly meant to be Hill 400, it doesn't resemble the battle that actually happened here at all. When you line up the maps, it's exactly where Hill 400 was located. Call of Duty 2 actually has a mission that correctly depicts the Battle of Hill 400, as well as having the correct divisions and units fighting there. But for some reason in this game, the developers just made up a random battle. My guess is so our characters have a battle in the Hurricane Forest. So technically this is just a made up mission because nothing like this happened in real life. Unless you base it off of Hill 400, but like I said, nothing really resembles Hill 400 here besides it being the hill that it happened on. There's not much I can do besides grade this like it is the Battle of Hill 400 and the Battle of Hurricane Forest. The only real similarities between Hill 400 and this is that it's a fortified hilltop position, nothing else. So with all of this added up, I'm going to have to give this mission a historical accuracy grade of 30 out of 100. Like I said, it captures the Hurricane Forest well, but it completely recreates the Battle of Hill 400. And like I said at the beginning, Hill 493 literally never existed. So it's just a made up hill, made up mission, everything in it is just made up. Let me know what grade you think it deserves down below and if I missed anything that you think I should add. But that will be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.